And here's what has happened and why. In litigation, you have to have your strategy, your theory of the case, or the theory of the issue that you were arguing, and you have to stick with it. In a DUI defense case, for example, your legal position might be that your guy had been drinking but was not impaired. Now, if that is your position, you get your client straight on it and you do not waver. Now, if he gets up on the stand and says, well, now that I think about it, I don't even really think I drank that night, you are screwed.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and we've got a switch up. Unbelievable. The legal memos, some of them, which have been unsealed, is just wow. What can I say? Attorney Jeremy Hogan says it's cray-cray. That's millennial speak for crazy. We're talking about Hinman's deposition being back in play, specifically the part that it is his opinion. The SEC has made its first big blunder, according to Jeremy, a mistake with a capital M. 2 days ago, they asked for a reconsideration of the judge's order, whereby she decided already that this speech is indeed a personal opinion of William Hinman. That is what the SEC wanted. They are now moving 180 degrees. They're asking the judge to change her order. In changing their theory of the issue that they're arguing, they had a course that was set. They should have stuck to it. You should never waver, but they are changing horses in the middle of the stream. The division, they claim, is separate from the SEC? No way. No way was Hinman's division separate from the SEC. Jeremy gives some great examples as to why that just doesn't hold water. I'm going to put a link to his video in the description below. In the video also, we're going to take a look at the Twitter flurry from Brad Garlinghouse, John Deaton, and the General Counsel, Stu Alderati. I'm also going to explain why, with an example, that speculation without research is something that really bugs me. And Charles Gasparino and former CFTC chairman, they are discussing XRP. Quite interesting. XDC on the XinFin network, they're rebranding. I really like what they're doing. And MoneyGram, well, they're going private. And what does that mean to you if you own their stock? And the U.S. can expect big changes in earning high yield interest. The first change came by the way of Nexo today. It's not good. And there is 5 forecasts in the crypto sphere coming from Ripple's Emi Yoshikawa that are pretty good. All right, everybody, let's get to it. Looking at some of the really important tweets that came out in regards to these unsealed documents, Stu Alderati, the Ripple General Counsel, said that the conclusion of the now public 2012 memos is clear. XRP do not constitute securities. And he goes on to say that the fact that Ripple had the foresight to seek legal advice from a prominent firm in 2012, in the absence of clear case law and 5 years before the SEC even started talking about digital assets, should be applauded. And Brad Garlinghouse went on to say that the truth is out for everyone to read. What we see that the SEC waited 8 years to decide they disagreed with the analysis, decimating thousands and thousands of XRP holders who they purport to protect in the process. So much for being mission driven. And Attorney John Deaton, he had a 25 tweet thread in the summary of it all. After conducting this in-depth legal analysis of XRP, the SEC enforcement, the staff did not recommend filing an enforcement action against Ripple. The next day, on June 14th, 2018, Bill Hinman delivered the Ethereum free pass speech that Lowell Ness of Perkins Coie helped write. I'm telling you, Attorney John Deaton has some case on his hands, probably the most envied case in the world. This short clip really brings my point to light when I talk about the SEC and the CFTC talking a good game that they work together to help regulate the space. That's just not true. Have a listen to the short discussion between Charles Gasparino of Fox and the former CFTC chairman.
And I'd like to just turn this a little bit. Why is the SEC on your turf or your old turf? I mean, it sounds like, all we're talking about is the SEC going into these cryptocurrencies when you guys are at least legally, the main regulator. You're the ones that are supposed to figure out whether it's a commodity or security. You've obviously ruled that you thought XRP was a commodity, at least intellectually you believe that. What does the SEC do? Is this like a power grab by Gensler?
Well, Charlie, you've been around Washington long enough. You know that Washington is just a series of turfs and turf battles.
And moving right along, if you have any digital assets on Nexo, they're making significant changes to earn interest for the product offering in the United States. They are trying to become compliant based on the link that they provided for the BlockFi settlement. That was in an email that they sent out to everybody today. Existing U.S. clients will continue to earn interest on current savings wallet balances only, but new top-ups will not earn interest. Restructure is underway. Now, hang on there, because there is a registration process with the relevant regulatory bodies that is to be finalized. And as per the recently announced guidance, once that's complete, eligible U.S. clients will be migrated to earn interest on a product 2.0, and new top-ups will earn interest. What's to be seen, though, is what exactly is involved in that registration process, and will the interest be the same? I imagine you heard that MoneyGram is going to be acquired. This is by the buyout firm Madison Dearborn, and they're going to take MoneyGram private in this $1.8 billion deal. So what does it mean if you have any MoneyGram shares? You are going to be paid in cash $11 per share. That is the deal that's currently on the table. Take a look at this. The XDC Foundation has released an updated logo and brand identity for the XDC network. They look really good. This is the first one. Yeah, I think it's very sharp. And then we have the XDC Foundation. And the third one that they're considering is XDC Network. Very good. Or built on XDC and migrate to XDC. I'm not sure which is my favorite, but it is an improvement over the current logo, that's for sure. Allow me to just talk briefly on something that bugs me. And it's not something that bugs me often, but it bugs me when there's no research done on speculation. I love to speculate. I love to listen to people speculate, but when you don't research, that is when it is a problem. And case in point is this rumor that went around that XRP was going to be listed on Coinbase based on a very large amount of XRP that was moved onto a Coinbase wallet. Well, if you had just taken the time to check those addresses, that XRP was sitting on a Coinbase wallet. It wasn't a purchase. It's a wallet that was activated by Coinbase back in August 2020. And then Coinbase moved that XRP to another active XRP Coinbase wallet. Yes, Coinbase may have halted trades, but I can tell you, as most exchanges do, they participate in market making, and that is probably what we were seeing. And if you want to check those wallets, well, one of the best places is bithomp.com. I love the user interface. It's very easy to use. This is the one of the two wallets that were involved in that big movement of XRP. And you know what? There was actually 80 million XRP moved on that day. So if you follow these exchange whales, that is not a crazy amount. When you are moving the markets within making them, you are moving these huge amounts. So I think these stories that pop up sometimes about such and such being moved to, sometimes an unknown wallet, but very often a wallet that can be tracked. I just think it just creates, it's a lot of empty words on paper. I'm going to put a link to this, which is a really great place to find the wallets to some big players in terms of exchanges that are doing market making. We've got KuCoin, Liquid, there's Uphold there. There's a bunch of Binance wallets, BitThumb, Celsius, CoinJar, lots of good, interesting wallets to look at. Bitstamp, a whole bunch of Coinbase wallets here that are totally dedicated for XRP. So this is what you want to look at. Now, if you ask me what the real story is, it is the Coinbase wallets with the amount of Songbird that they received in their claim. This wallet here claimed 6 million Songbird. This wallet here claimed 5.9 million Songbird, and they have not distributed any of that Songbird. Now that is a story. So when you use sentiment to do your research, you can see that there is some bullish behavior happening with XRP. XRP's mega whale addresses, they're showing an extended accumulation for just the second time in the coin's existence. Yep, these are probably addresses that are owned by many exchanges. I think they are anticipating a positive outcome with the SEC versus Ripple case, and they're getting in a position to be prepared for an onslaught of buyers. And also there are those mega whales that are just adding to their bags. So this is the kind of, I think, research in that you want to rely on, which is the online metrics, and sentiment is one of the best out there. We've got 5 big forecasts coming from Emi Yoshikawa. She is in charge of Ripple's company-wide strategy, business operations, and joint venture partnerships. She's also on the board of MoneyTap here for SBI Ripple Asia. She's got a big job. I want to take a look at, just briefly, her forecast. The first one is Web 3.0. She thinks it's going to be very strong in discussions, even for governments. I think I agree there. NFTs are going to become widespread. Yeah, and I want to add a little bit to that. It's going to be much more than just art and collectibles. She also cites DAOs. These are the decentralized autonomous organizations that she says will dramatically evolve. That they will. I think the DAOs are going to transform into a more perfect part of the ecosystem. I think a lot of them are also going to also have a CeFi component to them. They're evolving. Also, she talks about work styles, how they're going to change because of all the new tech jobs. The tech jobs are exploding, so it's going to change the way we work. And DeFi is going to go into full swing. Well, absolutely, for sure it will. So anyway, let's now jump to the fluff. We are in the height of what is called Yukimi in Japan. Yuki meaning snow, and mi meaning to view or to watch. And so viewing the snow, or snow viewing, is at its peak, and it is really wonderful. So many people head to places that have an onsen, and there is nothing better than the onsen hot spring water in the middle of winter, and especially if you get one that is outside and you're lucky enough to even be soaking in the snow, the falling snow. So beautiful. Usually those onsen will have some lights too, so that you can really see the dancing snowflakes in the evening hours. So wonderful, and it's one of those seasonal traditions that you can look forward to if you do come to Japan in February. And if you are just looking for a smile, then my favorite photographer who creates these interesting miniatures has created his own soaking miniature delight, this creation, with a sponge, and he has transformed that into somebody's very luxurious bath. Oh, he just cracks me up. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now.